Okay, we'll put Spec 13 in work.
And Tracy, over to you.
Thanks, Scott. How you guys doing?
Doing good, Tracy. Doing great.
Okay, I see you coming up the airlock. I heard that the hooks were locked and the reels are unlocked. You got...
Okey-dokey.
Okay, as you know, there's tight clearances between S5 and BGA, so you'll want to monitor the RTES housing and the 4-bar linkage.
This view of Rick Mastracchio wearing the suit bearing the red stripes, Dave Williams in the far right corner of your picture as they work on opposite sides of the S5 truss, removing a set of 4 launch locks, which will set the stage for pilot Charlie Hobaugh to continue moving the Canadarm2, the robotic arm that you see at the very top of your picture.
Bolt head is reset, or the bolt is recessed. Let me just check. 8 turns at the PGT. Stand by and I'll check how many threads I've got showing.
We will do a focused inspection tomorrow, which is where you put the boom on the end of the shuttle arm and go look at that area very closely with a laser that can give you a 3D picture of the damage, and then we'll run that through a thermal assessment model. This is at the top looking down, and you can see the highlighted piece here. You can see that piece of foam come right off, and if you have quick enough eyes, you can see it hit that strut and shoot straight up into the underside of the orbiter. It's a concern because it's a BX 250 foam, which is not that dense, but underneath it is the super lightweight ablative, or SLAW is what we call it, which is more dense. We don't know if any of that came off or not. But behind that would be some ice, because ice is kind of the forcing function to crack this foam. And if you remember, I told you yesterday that on the radar we saw some small pieces of ice around that time in the radar data. So we kind of have a chain of evidence here that we looked at the pre-launch photos and saw some ice build up in that bracket. We have a history of cracking that foam from that ice buildup. The SRB photos show that foam loss from that bracket area and the flight path it took. We got a little unlucky that it hit the ET attached strut, but that can happen. The damage location site is by the star. Why is this important? Well, the damage is right underneath this stringer, which actually was lucky. We don't know if we're going to have any elevated temperatures in that area or not. If we did, though, being under a stringer is extremely good, because that provides a much greater heat sink.